Revelations 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. I want to give all glory and honor and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Harakakadash. Double honors to all the elders and apostles of GMS that taught me this truth. Peace and shalom to my fellow Akim that taught me this truth and that pushed this truth with honesty and sincerity. And shalom to the hopeful elect, man. All right. And we're getting into those times, man. All right. We're getting in the time of the famine of the word. All right. They're blocking and taking down brothers' videos. They're scrubbing the internet. If anyone is talking about the needle and just all uprightness and godliness is coming to an end, man. Okay, no upright conversation is found in the earth, man. All right, the Lord's Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's name is not being pushed in the earth except by his servants, man, the elect. All right, and because of this, we will be tried. Okay, we will be cast into prison. We will have to suffer tribulation, man. The scriptures clearly go through that. All right, you ain't gonna get out of this, man, unless you're being tried. So niggas talking about a secret rapture and all this other shit, corny doctrines, man. You niggas are through. All right, and you niggas talking about the RFID microchip is not the mark of the beast. You niggas are through, and you got explaining to do, man. All right, if you're not teaching that Esau Edom's kingdom has to fall before Yahweh Bashim Yahushai comes, you niggas are through. All right. And so we're going to get into a video and an article because this needle is wants to be pushed 24 hours after it's approved. This is how fast they're ramping things up. Matter of fact, let me get that out of Revelations before we get started. Get that out of Revelations before we get started, man, because this thing moving fast, man. Here we are, not even in 2021 yet. Says Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have a short time, and this man's kingdom is at an end. Okay, and that rock in the vision of Daniel is Yahushai, and he's breaking the legs of this man's empire, man. Okay, and he know he have a short time, so he's moving things at warp speed, if you will. All right, so we're gonna get into this video, man, and an article, and Lord willing, this lesson's edifying.
The UK is considering whether to make COVID vaccinations mandatory once they're available. A government survey has found almost half the population would support such a move, and a senior lawmaker says those who refuse could be banned from public places.
If vaccination works, and if we're confident it's safe, and all indications so far are good, then I can certainly see the day when businesses say, look, you've got to return to the office, and if you're not vaccinated, you're not coming in.
According to that politician, only vaccinated passengers should be allowed to use public transport. His comments have drawn widespread outrage online. Some express doubts that COVID vaccines will be safe, while others note a mandatory jab could only make things worse in the end. Meanwhile, in Denmark, a draft epidemic law could let police force the vaccine on parts of the population, but it may backtrack on the plans following mass protests. We took the idea of mandatory vaccinations to a panel of experts.
I'm certainly not against vaccinations. I've had one or two myself, but the situation is that we should only use vaccinations when they're necessary. Most vaccines take years to actually be approved, yet this one is being fast-tracked. And also, very bizarrely, the UK government is ensuring that people cannot sue the manufacturers or the government for anything which happens damage-wise as a result of this vaccine.
I think that we're in a real emergency.
Now, how the hell does that make sense? Here it is. You're forcing me to take something. All right, I don't want to take it. You're forcing me to take it against my will. And in the I don't know, I end up growing a damn third head or some shit. I can't sue. I can't sue. Man, look, the tyrannical, draconian laws are being pushed forward, man, on the people. All right, while you're talking about a damn Trump and a Biden and a Harris and a Pence and all this other shit, your laws and rights are being taken away from you, man, in the blink of an eye. And they didn't have to bring in the Army or the Navy or any of that shit to do it, man. They done it right in front of your face without a gun, man. They done it systematically, man. Okay? And this is what this man is all about. Total rule. Okay, and we're going to get into that in Second Thessalonians as well, because it speaks of this, man. All right?
Situation. It's not like 5-6 years ago when you make choices as to whether or not to have vaccines. We are faced with a major threat, major public health threat to society, and therefore I think government is absolutely right in speeding things up.
People are worried that this essentially is kind of straying into the area of draconian law, a bit of an authoritarian tinge to it. What do you respond to people who allege that?
And let's assume for one moment we have a vaccination which is safe. What should we do with that vaccination? Should we oblige people to have the vaccination? Well, there is no law here in the UK that the government could use at the moment to make it obligatory. In fact, the 1984 Act, which comes closest to it, actually prevents the government requiring people to undergo medical treatment or vaccination. So there isn't a law.
A lot of people are
At the moment, there isn't a law, but there will be one, man. The scriptures say so. Let's see here. This is Revelations 13:4. 13 and 14, Salakia. And he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And that image of the beast, that ancient image of the beast that was wounded by the sword and did live, was the ancient Roman Empire. All right. Coming back with those same laws, same policies, same democratic or democracy system that ancient Rome had in the form of America, man. All right. Same draconian laws, same draconian rules, same quantitative easing. I forgot what the brother called it. I think he called it coin clipping or something like that. I actually wanted to do a lesson on that, but it was they used to take the ancient Roman money and mix it with other shit, man, because it was so defiled. It was starting to lose value, and that's just what America's doing here today, man. All right. And so he's deceiving, man. He's deceiving those on earth with miracles. All right. Here it is. It hasn't even been over a year yet, and they've already got this thing figured out. They've already got it figured out. Meanwhile, cancer is still killing. The flu is still killing. HIV, AIDS is still killing. I did say the flu. Yeah, the flu. High blood pressure, diabetes, all this shit is killing, but you've got it under control. Voila, you got it under control. It's just like the movie V for Vendetta, man. All right, there was an illness that was going around, killing everyone, and all of a sudden, big pharmaceutical companies, they had it under control, man. They got it under wraps. It's a miracle, you know. So he's deceiving these people, and I was talking to my mom's boyfriend last night, and he's all ready for it, man. He's ready to take. He's like, I'm ready to go back to normal. I'm ready to take the vaccine. And man, I just, hey man, you will have some niggas like that, man. You have some niggas like that that's gonna be leaning on Egypt, man, if you will. Okay. And that rod of Egypt, that staff of Egypt is going to pierce through his skin, man. Figuratively, and literally, man. All right. So yeah, man, and I'll just read it again. This is Revelation 13 and 14. And he deceived them that dwell on the earth by those means of those miracles in which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image, all right, to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And that image of the beast is their philosophies, man. All right, their mandatory needle sticking. Okay, their cashless society, their religion system. Okay, all of that. They're basically their philosophy, their doctrines, man. All right. Back into that video. It's rather short.
Trustful of the vaccine because people are saying, well, there's all these big pharmaceutical companies coming in, they're making loads of money on it. Who knows what's really behind them? So naturally, there is suspicion, and I would rather that we dealt with those suspicions openly by discussing this and debating this, and creating a situation where those of us like myself who really want to go ahead with this vaccine sort of get injected and get the vaccines, whilst in the meantime, we begin to convince the rest of the population. Because the worst thing that you can do is use force. That will simply confirm people's mistrust. That will actually create far more problems in the long run, and then if we wait it a little bit.
Basically, it's the same as forced vaccination, because if you can't go on an public transport or go in a restaurant or whatever, if you've had a vaccine, which most people don't even need, then we are in a totalitarian state.
If we got a hold on treatment rather than vaccination, and we kept doing what we're all trying to do, wear masks, wear gloves, social distance, is that not enough? Or do we really need to stray into, as people were saying, this realm of draconian laws, stepping on the toes of people's liberties?
Well, I think that if we continue the way we are, we're already stepping on people's liberties. I would rather not wear masks, and I would rather not socially distance for the rest of my life. I would rather have a vaccine, and so would millions of other people. I think most people that I talk to from different social backgrounds, are actually very happy to get the vaccine.
And that's how they're going to use to push it, man. That's really it on that, But there was one point where they're saying they didn't want to make it forced mandatory because that could lead to the worst thing. Well, that's what they're going to do anyway, man. That's what they're going to do anyway. And you people are blinded by this whole go back to normal shit. Like, this is the norm, man. This is the norm. All right. You ain't never coming out of them damn masks. This is Daniel's 8:25. And through his policy, he also shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart. And by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but she shall be broken without hand. All right, because, okay, let me start from the beginning. His policy that he's going to cause, man, is going to destroy a lot of people, man. All right. This pricking of the needle, man, is not going to be good for you, man. All right. Bad things are going to come from it. It's going to prime you and get you ready ultimately for Revelations 13 and 16. Right. Okay. This is just the beginning stages of that. You heard was the guy I think it's Como was saying you get one dosage and then 28 days later you get another dosage. You have Biden running around here talking about a dark winter and all this other shit, man. Okay. And he's magnifying himself as if he's the most high, man. All right. Just like 2 Thessalonians saying. All right. And we're going to get into that as well, man, because the Apostle Paul spoke of this, man. Apostle Paul was dealing with these people in their kingdom at that time, man. Prophesying, preaching just like we are, man. All right. And he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but shall be broken without him, because the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to send Yahushua, who is the Prince of Princes, to come and save the elect, man. All right. That's how bad it's going to get, man. Biden ain't gonna be able to save your ass. Your 9mm, your AR-15, all of the other shit, you know what I'm saying, in a bunker, none of that's gonna be able to save you, man. Only the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna be able to deliver you from that day. Let's see here. So we're gonna get into this this article. Let me see here. I'm gonna have to do some code wording because I don't want my backup channel to get a strike. It says CO distribution will begin within 24 hours of an emergency use authorization. Two needles from Pfizer and Moderna have released efficiency data showing that each candidate is more than 90% effective. Now, this article is a few days old. Supposedly it's up to like 94, 95%. All right. Senior officials are confident in the distribution plan for the eventual CO needle, saying that there is light at the end of the tunnel in a press briefing Wednesday. Distribution is a large task, but it is a task that we are up for, said General Gustav Perner, the chief operating officer of Operation Warp Speed. We're going to take a whole America approach. That's why we're going to be able to do this. So far, two Macs from Pfizer and Moderna, I almost said, have released efficiency data showing that each candidate is more than 90% effective. And let me just move it down. Because of the manufacturing assistance provided by Operation Warp Speed, there will be roughly 40 million doses of these two needles available for distribution by December, pending approval according to the Department of Health and Human Services. Secretary Alex Azar, for the past 6 months, federal government, OWS, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and the 64 state, local, territorial public health jurisdictions have been working on creating a plan for needle distribution. The four main elements of the plan include acceleration, distribution, administration, and an ongoing monitoring and data work, according to Azar. Let me see where it says it's going to be within 24 hours. Here it goes right here. It says, what impact needle distribution? Delivery of the needle will begin within 24 hours of the Food and Drug Administration's emergency use authorization, according to Perner. And if anyone knows how the FDA works, it's bullshit. I watched the whole documentary before I even got into the truth on how the head guy that approves everything worked. Before he's the head guy at the FDA, he worked for Monsanto. He was a lawyer that worked for Monsanto, and he got a promotion from Monsanto to the FDA. So it's all tied in together, man. And Obama ended up hiring him, ended up giving him that promotion. So it's all, this shit is all tied in. There's no way in here they're gonna reject this, man. You know, and if they do, it's all for showing. Well, we know that it's coming, man. Okay, we know that it's coming. Let me see. Here it is. Only after the science has determined and approved it accordingly, then we are poised and ready to begin distribution, he said. Distribution will be based on availability of the needle in proportion to the population of the jurisdiction and will be allocated based on CDC recommendations for high-risk populations, and you already heard who they said were at high risk: you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right. That's who you're pushing in the forefront to get it first. Just like the brothers have been saying, when has anyone ever had put your asses first, man? All right. When has anyone ever put you niggas first? But now, don't worry. Now, no, you got it now, man. You're first now. Let me see here. But man, the men of the Lord know better than this, man. All right. We know better than this. We know the whole what we got, man. This is Revelation 13:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. I mean, you're going to face this. You're going to have this choice. Okay, you're gonna be faced with this, man, the hour of temptation. Okay, but the Lord is going to keep his elect from this, man. All right, and Lord willing, that we are those men. You hear them say that they want to mandate it for jobs. They want to mandate it for going out to get grocery stores, everyday way of life, man. This is why it's going to be hell on you if you don't take this, man. Or you're going to be tried. You won't be able to maneuver around in the world like you need to, man. All right, and it's going to get so bad that a lot of people are going to take it, a lot of people are not. There's going to be hell, chaos, and pandemonium, man. That ultimately Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to have to come get us and save us out of this, man. All right. So let me see here. This is this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. I was gonna start down, but we'll start at 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And he is being revealed. Okay, through his bills, his writs, his acts, his policies. Okay. Him suddenly want to put you Negroes first for this damn thing when you've came in last for the last 500 years. All right. You see him, the son of perdition, destruction, the son of destruction with his policies, man. Excuse me, I lost train of thought, man. It's loud in here. Verse 4, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Look, he's come with the works of miracles, man. Deceiving the people. All right. Who else is doing this, man? Painting over the images, changing the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and his son as well. All right. Calling himself the Lord's chosen people. Disenfranchised you as a people. And now he's coming up with all these miracle cures and miracle wonders, man. All right. Showing himself to be God, man. Changing the ordinance of the woman and the man and the food and the animals and all this other shit, man. Creating what is really a deaf culture, man. Has the people confused under this man's reign. The world's going to total shit behind this man. All right. Remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things? And now you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. And this is his time. This is his time of him being revealed. The wicked of the earth, man, which is you so-called white people, you Edomites. All right. You are the devil, the deceiver that the Bible talks about. Being guided by the spiritual demon Satan, which is controlled by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. All right. Let's see. Verse 7, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth through these prophecies, through the scriptures, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming when Yahweh comes down and eradicates you damn Edomites and you other heathen nations as well. Verse 9, even him whose coming is after the works of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. This needle that has been the cure for has came up in less than a year. That's a lying wonder, man. That's a lying wonder. And let's see. Verse 11, and for this God shall send them strong delusion that they shall believe a lie. You 2/3, man. You wicked ass 2/3. You're going to believe this. You're going to believe this, man. Strong delusion, strong drink, man. All right. Let me see. Verse 12, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness, man. That's you other nations, man. All right. You other nations, man. But we know what the ending is gonna be, man. And this is Job 22. Let me read the whole thing. Read the chapter starting at 22. Job 22, just like it, Job 20, starting at 22, Slakia. Job 20, And 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in the secret places. A fire shall not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. Verse 27, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. And that's what's going to happen, man. All right. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, man. He shall be in a rough spot, man. Okay. The Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is not going to forget his people, man. All right. So, hope this lesson is edifying. I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Harakakadash. Shalom.